Hey, Patriots, what's up? I want to look at writing style today, and this is one of the things that I believe makes our writing sound really immature is when we use the same words over and over again within our paragraphs. It really makes our writing sound more elementary than middle school. So I have an example paragraph where I repeat several words that I'm going to show you how to switch that and not use the same words so many times. It really opens up the storytelling aspect of your writing. So here's the passage. I've written it from the viewpoint of Luke Skywalker as he's going to Dagobah to learn the ways of the Force. From his master learn he will. Here's the original. I've finally come to Dagobah to learn the ways of the Force. My teacher is a master of the Force, and I know he will teach me well if I apply myself. There are only two ways to go: become a Jedi and fight for good, or join the Sith and destroy the universe. I know I should side with the Jedi, but the temptation to join the Sith is always there. The problem with the Force is that you can't rush it. You must give yourself to the Force and allow its wisdom to change your mind slowly and surely into something stronger and smarter than you are now. If you try to force, oh look, there's another force. If you try to force your mind into obedience, many times it won't obey. The greatest lesson I have to learn about the Force is that I must be flexible to its wants and needs for my heart and mind, rather than me demanding that I become what I want when I want. That isn't the way of the Jedi, but rather the way of the Sith, and that is the last thing I want to do for myself and for all those who come after me. Thanks for the dramatic lightning bolt. We'll repeat a word right after itself. And sometimes that's okay, but when we do it so much, there's a better way to go. Check out my rewrite. I've finally come to Dagobah to learn the ways of the Force. My teacher is a master. Instead of the Force, I've cut that out and changed it to a wizard of great power. None of these words are very complicated. I just gave myself the time to think of them and didn't say, I can't think of another word. So my teacher is a master, a wizard of great power, and I know he will show me all of his secrets in good time. Notice I have teacher and teach. So this part of the sentence I just got rid of. I turned, he will teach me well if I apply myself. He will show me all of his secrets in good time. Extra period. Get rid of it. Thank you. There are only two ways to go: become a Jedi and fight for good, or join the Sith and destroy the universe. I know that I should instead of side with the Jedi, but the temptation to join the Sith is always there, so I'm repeating Jedi and Sith. Look what I've done. I know I should follow the light, but the temptation to join the dark side is always there. Light and dark. I'm not talking about the same words over again. I'm telling you what they represent. Get artistic and talk about what something is instead of using the same word. We have the Force, the Force, the Force, the Force. The problem with magic is that you can't rush it. You must give yourself to it instead of give yourself to the Force and allow its wisdom to change. Instead of we have the your mind and your mind to change you slowly and surely into something stronger and smarter. I got rid of than you are now just to tighten up the sentence. If you try to force your mind into obedience, many times it won't obey. The greatest lesson I have to learn, we know we're talking about the Force. So see how many times I just get rid of the words because we don't need them. The greatest lesson I have to learn is that I must be flexible to my master's wants and needs for my heart and mind. We have your mind and we have heart and mind. Let's get rid of this part. Yeah, the greatest lesson I have to learn is that I must be flexible to my master's wants and needs rather than me demanding that I become what I want when I want. that isn't the way of the truth, rather than that isn't the way of the Jedi, because what do the Jedi represent? The truth, the good stuff, right? But rather, I've changed way to path because I have a way and a way. That isn't the way of the truth, but rather the path of deceivers and manipulators, which is what the Sith are, right? I'm just looking for a nastier way to say that with a storytelling kind of function. Tell me what kind of people they are. They're deceivers and manipulators. And that is the last road I would ever choose to follow, both for myself and for those who came after me. So the paragraph is not only tighter, I'm not repeating those words. I'm talking about what things are. What is the Force? It is magic. Look for ways to show what your words mean underneath just the vocabulary of Jedi or Sith. Look for cool ways to use the storytelling in your words to make your sentences more powerful. Because when you say, I can't think of anything else, I am certain that if you would give yourself time, you could. My words aren't magic. I'm just thinking about my words longer instead of throwing up my hands and saying there's nothing I can do. I'll see you later, Patriots. Bye-bye.